On the last part, the Tournament of Power commences, and as usual, Krillin gets eliminated by Frost immediately. Afterwards, the trio from Universe 9 gets eliminated by Goku and Vegeta as usual, and everyone witnesses the destruction of Universe 9. This was a drastic and extreme measure. Afterwards, the tournament continues with Goku training Caulifla to ascend to higher levels of Super Saiyan. However, Kale is jealous and in her rage transforms into the legendary Super Saiyan and immediately rushes towards Goku. Goku initially struggles in Super Saiyan, however he decides to go to Super Saiyan 2, and due to Goku being stronger in this version of events, Kale is knocked out by Goku. Afterwards, this leads to the Pride Troopers eliminating Caulifla from the tournament grounds because Kale isn't there to help Caulifla, unfortunately for her. Goku, who actually wanted Caulifla to ascend to greater heights, was kinda disappointed, so he decided to express his disappointment by taking out the Pride Troopers with complete ease. Afterwards, we continue on with Vegeta eliminating the three level 6 girls. They were just really annoying. So the next fight then commences with Goku and Hit teaming up as usual versus Dispo and Kunji. And Goku is just much stronger, so Dispo and Kunji stand no chance when Goku teams up with Hit. And as usual, the next fight, the most important fight of the tournament, commences between Goku and Jiren. Goku is pushed all the way to use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and in this form, finally manages to push Jiren back. Jiren is slowly being overwhelmed, and Jiren realizes that he has to go full power, which is what he does, and Goku is immediately pushed back as well. Jiren was no slouch, and Goku knew that if he wanted to beat Jiren, he had to go all out, so he closes his eyes, he concentrates his power, and then Goku awakens to Ultra Instinct Omen. He had already been able to tap into Ultra Instinct Omen at will during his training. However, Master Ultra Instinct was still far out of his reach. Or was it? So, Goku continues his fight with Jiren in Ultra Instinct Omen, and Jiren is pushed to break his limits as well, unleashing his full power state. And suddenly, Ultra Instinct Omen Goku is pushed back on his heels. Goku was pushed through the edge of the arena, and with no choice, Goku decides to go all out, go even further, and as Goku concentrates once more, his aura erupting in a huge pillar of white light. Goku had awakened to Master Ultra Instinct once more, and this time around, he will defeat Jiren. Now Master Ultra Instinct Goku faces off against full power Jiren. Who will win this fight? Well, these are questions we will answer today on Dragon Ball Super. Let's get straight into the video. Fight between Master Ultra Instinct Goku and Full Power Limit Breaker Jiren was a spectacle, a sight to behold. All the gods were amazed at the speed and tenacity of these two fighters, especially Master Ultra Instinct Goku, who was improving rapidly as he continued utilizing the form. Jiren tries to push Goku back, however, whatever Jiren doing was futile. Goku launches a powerful punch onto Jiren, sending him flying upwards. Afterwards, he powers up a very powerful Kamehameha, the most powerful Kamehameha he has ever unleashed. His Kamehameha launches straight towards Jiren, and Jiren can't believe it. He was being beaten. No matter what he did, he could not defeat Goku, and Jiren is fallen to his knees. Master Ultra Instinct Goku stands above Jiren, And unlike the original canon events, where Goku's power backlashes onto him, causing him to lose the Master Ultra Instinct form, well, Goku had control of Ultra Instinct Omen for quite a while now. So once he finally tapped into Master Ultra Instinct, well, he wouldn't have that sort of problem. And as Jiren launches his last few desperate attacks, Goku dodges each and every single one of them, counter-attacking in the process as well. Jiren is pushed backwards once again, and he could do nothing as he was sent out of the arena. Jiren was eliminated, and then afterwards the rest of the universes were eliminated as well. There was nothing they could do to withstand the assault from Universe 7. Goku points his thumb up towards his teammates. After all, they were doing most of the heavy lifting after Goku had defeated Jiren due to Goku being tired from using the Master Ultra Instinct form. However, the MVP still goes to Goku. After all, Goku had defeated the single most powerful foe in the entire tournament, aka Jiren. And as we all know, Goku will wish to restore all of the universes that were erased. The Zenos were happy this was a good outcome, the outcome they had predicted. And the Grand Priest conveys Goku's wish to the dragon. As usual, Frieza is revived by Whis as Beerus's reward to Frieza for doing pretty okay in the tournament. I mean, Frieza didn't really carry the team this time around, but he did pretty okay. So now with Frieza resurrected and in the realm of the living, we all know what happens next, aka the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. So the movie starts with Goku and Vegeta training at Bulma's vacation home as usual. None of this really changes, none of the start of the movie actually changes much at all. So as usual, Frieza sent his soldiers to steal Bulma's Dragon Radar and 6 out of the 7 of the Dragon Balls Bulma had in possession. And as usual, after the 7 Dragon Balls were gathered, Frieza, Broly and Paragus arise on Earth. Paragus sends Broly to fight Vegeta to get revenge for the disservice that King Vegeta had did them many years ago. And now base Vegeta faces off against Broly. This is where things start to change drastically. Vegeta and Goku both have access to higher levels of power, aka Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct at this point in time. However, their base power levels are also much stronger than their canon selves. This was immediately evident in the beginning of the fight between Broly and Vegeta. Base Vegeta was actually stronger than base Broly and was easily able to push Broly back, forcing Broly to transform into his next state of power, aka his Wrathful Fury Great Ape state. Vegeta in his base form could not handle Broly, so he decides to transform into a Super Saiyan and was actually on par with Broly's power. So Vegeta decides to take it up one more notch as he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, completely overwhelm Wrathful Broly. Wrathful Broly could not do anything as he was being pummeled by Vegeta's barrage of attacks. Frieza knew that Broly was probably already at his limit. After all, these two Saiyans were quite powerful, and the fact that Broly could push them to Super Saiyan was already a pretty good accomplishment. However, he knew what he could do to push Broly even further. He looks at Paragus and thinks back to the carnage he had unleashed all the way back on planet Namek many years ago. After he had killed Krillin, Goku had ascended to a new state of power, aka the legendary Super Saiyan. So he does what he thought best and immediately kills Paragus, yelling at Broly to look at Paragus, that Paragus had actually been killed by the Ki Blast exchanges between Vegeta and Broly. Broly takes a glance back at Paragus' fallen body and immediately in a shout of rage unleashes a Super Saiyan transformation. He had finally transformed, and Frieza just smiles. And now Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta was the one being overwhelmed by Broly. The tides had turned, and now Broly had the upper hand. So Vegeta decides just to not take things lightly any longer. Broly was a threat to the Earth, a threat to Bulma, a threat to his daughter Brula, and Trunks hanging out around at Capsule Corporation. So he transforms into Super Saiyan God. and immediately Super Saiyan Broly is overwhelmed. However, Super Saiyan Broly was growing at an extraordinary rate, and Broly finally decides to unleash his full power state, his full power legendary Super Saiyan transformation. This rapid jump in power from Broly actually surprised Vegeta, as Vegeta was pushed backwards, and Vegeta knew that this fight had to end right here and now. Broly was threatening the infrastructure and stability of the Earth, and he knew that he had to end this fight immediately. So he decides to transform into Super Saiyan Blue, launching a full power Gallic gun towards Broly. He had to end this fight right here, and he could not allow Broly to raise his powers any longer. His power was just rising too rapidly for Vegeta to feel comfortable. So Broly could not actually handle the Gallic gun, as he was sent pummeling straight into the Earth. Broly fainted as he turns back into his base form, and Goku is honestly kinda bummed out. He really wanted to challenge Broly for himself as well, but he could see that, the Earth was at risk, so he could respect Vegeta's decision. So this is where we will end things off for now. The moral arc has not yet been adapted into the anime. However, once it does, we'll revisit this series. I hope you guys enjoyed this series as much as I did, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned.